Okay guys, so now, let's talk something na makakatulong po sa inyo to improve your Korean, no? Especially when you want to offer a help sa isang tao. Kung gusto mo mag-offer ng tulong sa isang tao. Okay? Especially pag andito ka na sa Korea, tapos mga katrabaho mo is Koreans. Okay? So of course, yung dapat naman talaga natin gagawin is to offer them a help. Okay? Kaya nga tayo hinire para makatulong sa kanila. Okay? So now, let's talk about this grammatical structure. No? Tungsa, yung verb, at saka yung julkayo. Okay, so what does it mean? Yung ibig sabihin nito? It just means, guys, shall I do it for you? So, yun po yung meaning niya, guys, yung nuance. Okay, so, yung ano lang dito is dapat alam mo kung paano mag-conjugate ng verb into you form. Okay, so, kung hindi nyo pa po alam, guys, meron po akong discussion sa YouTube channel namin. And you can visit there and study no, sa grammatical structure playlist ng Topic Gallery YouTube channel. Topic Gallery YouTube channel에 방문하셔서 공부하시면 됩니다. Okay? So, pwede po kayong mag-aral doon. Okay? So, now, simple verbs lamang po yung gagamitin natin as sample. Okay? Para mas madaling maintindihan. Okay? So, are you familiar with hadayo? Okay? Hadayo. 문을 닫아요. Okay? So, that means, guys, close the door. Okay? So, yung yo, i-remove mo yon, gawin mong 줄까요. Okay, so if you say, 문을 닫아줄까요? Okay, so it just means, shall I close the door for you? Okay, so isasara ko ba yung pinto? Okay, so, 문을 닫아줄까요? Okay, so yun po yun guys. No? Another one, 열어요. Okay, so to open. So, kabliktaran. So, halimbawa guys, may bit-bit siyang marami. Okay, tapos palabas sana siya. Okay, kaso nahihirapan siyang magbukas ng pinto. So you can say in that situation, pumunta ka, 문을 열어줄까요? Okay, so shall I open the door for you? Okay, so yung 열어요, tinanggal mo lang yung yo and then you change it into 줄까요. Okay, so 열어줄까요? Okay, 열어줄까요? Okay, so next, heyo, to do. Okay. So, what if, halimbawa guys, busy siya. Okay. Tapos, may iba pa siyang gagawin. Gusto mo siyang tulungan. So, paano mo sasabihin? Shall I do it for you? Okay. So, ako na po ba yung gagawa? So, you can say, yes, 해줄까요? 해줄까요? Okay. Shall I do it for you? Ganun. Okay. Next, 버려요. Okay. 버려요 means to throw. 쓰레기를 버려요. Okay. So, ngayon, what if ikaw na yung magtatapon? Gusto mo mag-offer ng tulong sa kanya na ikaw na yung magtatapon. So, you can say, 쓰레기를 버려줄까요? Okay, so you can say like that, guys. No? 버려줄까요? So, you can say like that. Okay. Next, 청소해요. Okay, 청소해요, to clean. So, very basic one. Okay. So, what if you want to say, shall I clean for you? Shall I clean it for you? 청소해? Yes. 청소해줄까요? 청소해줄까요? Okay, so you can say like that, guys. So, balikan natin yung mga words natin. Okay. 닫아줄까요? 열어줄까요? Ano pa? 해줄까요? And 버려줄까요? And 청소해줄까요? So, yun, guys. So, yun po yung mga so far na discuss natin. Okay. But, yung 줄까요, you can even make it more respectful, no, by using honorific. Ito yung pinakapunto sa video na ito. So, we can change the 줄까요 part into 드릴까요. Okay, and it becomes honorific form. Okay, and it has the same meaning. Magkapareha lang po yung meaning niya, guys. But the moment that you use the 드릴까요, it sounds more respectful, humble, and it sounds more yun nga, no, yung tunog niya is with manners. Okay, so you can use this one if you want to offer to someone na hindi mo medyo close or hindi mo talaga close, hindi mo kilala, to your boss, of course. Very recommended that you have to use this one. Although the 줄까요 is already polite, okay, but in Korea kasi guys, I observed that especially when they are talking to their boss, no, 상사랑 같이 얘기를 할 때 이런 말을 많이 씁니다. 한국 사람들이. Okay, yung mga Koreans, no? So, for example, si boss, okay, si boss is may ginagawa siya. Tapos, nakikita mo bukas yung pinto. Tapos, malakas yung hangin. Okay, ganun. So, ngayon, nadidisturb siya sa kanyang ginagawa dahil malakas yung hangin. Okay. So, ngayon, paano mo sasabihin sa kanya, boss, or sir, shall I close the door for you? Okay, so ngayon, paano mo sasabihin yan? So, the number one is, you can say, yung kanina, di ba? The normal form is, 사장님, 그 문 닫아줄까요? Okay, 그렇게 하면 괜찮아요. 네, 괜찮은데, 근데, okay lang siya guys. Pero, 닫을까요 part, you should change it into 드릴까요? And it sounds more respectful. And mas magugustuhan yan ng boss mo. And I recommend to use that one than 닫을까요? Okay? So, 사장님, 문 닫아드릴까요? Okay, that's one. 너무 좋아요. 너무 좋습니다. Okay. Yun po yun guys. Next, what if bubuksan? Okay. So sir, yes, from 열어줄까요? Okay, you can change it into 열어드릴까요? Okay. 사장님, 문 열어드릴까요? 창문 열어드릴까요? 냉장고 열어드릴까요? bubuksan yung 냉장고. 냉장고 뭔지 아세요? refrigerator 여러분. refrigerator. Okay? So next, 버려요. Okay, halimbawa guys, nakita mo si boss. Okay. Nakita mo si boss, magtatapon na siya ng basura kasi hindi mo tinapon, nakalimutan mo. Halimbawa lang naman. Or someone na, halimbawa si 팀장님, no? Yung madalas nating makasama sa work. Yung may mga position, 팀장님, 반장님, ganun. So, halimbawa, nakita mo si 팀장님, siya na yung magtatapon. Okay. Kasi hindi ka nagtapon, nakalimutan mo. Busy ka. So, ngayon, medyo nakakahiya naman. Siya na yung nagtapon. So, ngayon, paano mo sasabihin sa kanya na, sir, ako na yung magtatapon para sa'yo. So, ngayon, paano mo sasabihin? So, normally, if you don't know this grammatical structure, so you can say, yung usually na sinasabi natin mga EPS, siguro, 팀장님, 제가 버려요. Okay, and it sounds fine. Okay lang naman siya. Okay? But, Koreans usually say like this. 팀장님, 제가 버려드릴까요? Shall I throw it for you? Okay, so you can use that one, guys. Okay? So by speaking like that, guys, meaning you are showing your respect the way you speak to them. And that's one of the ways on how to get respect from Koreans. No? So that's the power of words. Okay? So siguro hindi natin alam, no? Many of us do not know the importance or the power of words. That through words, you can even get the respect of someone. Okay, so that's the power of words, guys. Okay? So, yun nga, no? 사장님, 버려드릴까요? 사장님, boss. Diba? Minsan sinasabi natin, kasi hindi natin alam yung mga grammatical structures na ganito. 사장님, 버려요? 제가 버려요. Which is fine, kasi naiintindihan naman nila na hindi tayo marunong mag-Korean. But since alam nyo na po, guys, better use this one. The plus points from them. Okay? So next, 청소합니다 or 청소해요. yun nga, 청소해줄까요? changes into 청소해드릴까요? Okay. So halimbawa guys, tapos na kayong magtrabaho. Okay, tapos hindi ka sure kung pwede na bang linisin kasi baka mamaya magtatrabaho pa sila uli. Okay. So ngayon, mag-o-offer ka ng suggestion. You want to offer a help. Ganun, suggestion. So, sir, lilinisan ko na po ba ito? Shall I clean it for you? Okay. So, you can say in that situation, 사장님, 청소해드릴까요? Ganun. No? That's a good point. Again. Okay. So, yun po guys. So, I hope natatatak po sa inyo yung grammatical structure na yun. So, you can use that one every day. Especially when you are talking to someone na talagang mas malayo yung agwat ninyo. Sa edad, sa posisyon. So, you can use that one. And when it comes sa medyo kakilala mo na guys, no? Pero you still have respect to someone. Okay? Kakilala mo siya pero may respeto ka pa rin and hindi kayo ganun ka-close. Pero magkakilala na kayo, araw-araw kayo nakikita. So, that time, you can use that julkayo. Okay? So, julkayo. Halimbawa, medyo kaedad lang kayo, tapos araw-araw kayong magkita. So, sa katrabaho ko guys, meron akong katrabaho na mas bata sa akin, but still hindi kami medyo close, ganun. O hindi kami medyo close close. Hindi kami close talaga, of course. Oh. Tapos, mas bata siya sa akin. So, even though mas bata siya sa akin, I still use you form sa kanya. I don't usually use panmal. Kasi yung panmal, guys, sa kanila, yung impolite form, as part of their culture, you should have enough bond with someone. Oh. Yung bonding, dapat may pinagsamahan kayo, dapat close kayo, and you should ask permission muna if you can use panmal or yung impolite speech to them. So if you use it recklessly, kumbaga hindi maingat, 그 반말을 다른 사람에게 함부로 사용하면 문제가 있을 것 같습니다, 여러분. So there will be problem. 문제가 생길 수도 있습니다. Okay, so problem might arise. 그래서 그 반말을 함부로 사용하지 맙시다. So